Welcome everybody to a website called My C Plus. Interesting website name. And this website looks a little sketchy, so you don't need to visit it, but I did because I care about your online safety and security. Sacrifice myself for you. So hope you find that worthy. Anyways, let's go through this article. Now I do think this is AI generated like the rest of the world. Um, and it's an interesting topic because we all know about our C++ for speed and that. And then when it comes to machine learning, we start to look at Python. So always remember here, as this article states, both TensorFlow and PyTorch Torch from Meta is pretty well written in C++ as far as I know. So I thought, let's go over this and see what this means. Um, so we know all about machine learning, including finance. That's where we're always coming from that perspective. Um, Ease of use and extensive library support. C++ plays a critical role in performance of critical tasks in production environment and hardware level optimization. Okay, we know that. So these are the big top frameworks. TensorFlow, obviously from Google, PyTorch from Meta. So um, the role of C++ in machine learning. Okay, performance critical computation. Do I really need to spell that out? Hardware level optimization. I think any other language is closer to that. It's going to be C. And then, of course, you get in your assembler. The other good thing about this with C++, it's cross-platform independent. So you can do this pretty well on any device out there that has a C++ compiler. But the more popular thing is obviously integration with Python, because this is one of the big reasons why Python became pretty well the most popular language out there is because of, let's say, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, whenever these big frameworks, TensorFlow and PyTorch were released, um, this is what really drove Python to the forefront of anything AI, machine learning, and the like. So it's these libraries, frameworks from both Google and Meta that have really made Python huge. So, with that being said, what's it written in? C++. That's what legitimizes it. So, key frameworks and tools powered by C++. TensorFlow Core, computational graph engine in C++, performance, hardware integration, cross language. Sorry, that's TensorFlow from Google. PyTorch, TensorFlow, PyTorch relies on C++ for its deep learning backend libraries like libtorch, enables dynamic computation graphs, efficient memory allocation, and portability. Okay, so let's talk about the efficient memory allocation. There's a lot of talk out there with the government, White House, always saying, well, don't use C++ because it's a memory leak. That's if you're using prior versions of C++, maybe up to 17, maybe 20. After that, with a new 23, 26, that's being addressed to alleviate where you're not forced to handle your own memory. There's a lot of new uh, functions out there and libraries, part of the STL, that will make it optional where you can allow C++, the compiler, and STL do all the memory allocation for you to remove a lot of these vulnerabilities. So that's kind of being addressed. And I think they obviously need to do that. This is the Standardization Council, or whatever it's called, to oversee that, to make sure that if they didn't do that, yes, then C++ would be a quick death knell to the language. But they've addressed it. They're coming out with some new stuff. So hang tight. C++ is going to continue to live on. Another library I've never really played with is OpenCV, bindings to Python. Again, real-time processing, ideal for applications like object detection, face recognition, video analysis. I've never heard of this. Oh, OpenCV, yeah, I have, but I didn't know it's real time. Compatible with both desktop and mobile environments. So autonomous vehicles, we won't get into. Now, this is what we want. High frequency trading. Algorithms based on ML models predict stock movements to execute trades within microseconds. Yes, C++ enables ultra fast processing and minimal delay in decision making, which are critical for competitive advantages. So you can see here all the other uh, verticals that C++ is part of: smart security, camera, IoT, healthcare, natural and all natural language processing. Okay, so trading's part of this as well. C++ underpins NLP libraries and frameworks that power applications like virtual assistants, chatbots, and sentiment analysis. So all those chatbots that you're playing with online could be part of this, including C++. Google search algos, AI-driven suggestions rely on C++ for backend processing. C++ contribution handles complex tasks like tokenization, parsing, analysis, and high performance. Even if you look at the source code of Bitcoin, what's it going to be written in? C. A lot of the crypto stuff out there is going to be most likely, shouldn't say most likely, but may be already done in C++. There's some advanced languages out there, but who am I to say, right? So again, we already know about the advantages of C++, efficiency and speed, control over system resources, and again, portability, where it's cross platform in whatever environment, and scalability. Again, scalability is something that a lot of other languages won't give you, but C++ does. Now, we all know about this C++, the challenges of it, the complexity, development time, ecosystem. When you look at development time, you have to factor in not just execution time. How long does it take to work with C++? This is the beauty of Python, because it's more of a prototyping language. So you can see here, can be time consuming, especially for high level ML tasks. Uh, C++ has a steeper learning curve than Python, making it accessible for beginners. So if you're learning new languages or programming, yeah, Python's a good language to start with. Plus C++ on the ecosystem. Uh, Python ecosystem is more extensive and beginner friendly, especially when you have package managers like pip. That makes a big difference. But it's a totally different concept between C++ and Python, but they work well together. And no different if you want to build, let's say, a killer front end in a modern way. There's certain ways to do it in JavaScript, not the best. We already know it's a wild west, but there's certain libraries and frameworks that you could probably build some pretty interesting stuff with JavaScript as a front end. I've confirmed that myself. Limited high level libraries. High level does not really exist in C++. The language C++ is efficient and powerful, lacks extensive high level libraries and frameworks that are available in languages like Python. Totally different type of comparison, to be truthful. So let's take a look. What are the trends right now, especially in Internet of devices or IoT? C++ being used to deploy the ML on resource constrained devices. Again, smart cameras and wearables, but it helps you to understand that the language and these uses are big time popular within medical devices, smart cameras, and so on. So the investment in C++, not just for the trading HFT, it's well worth it for these other areas, which can be pretty lucrative. Modern C++ standards, which I've already mentioned, C++ and C++20, where it has very important parallel algorithms, coroutines, and development in ML systems. This one I'm not sure of. I've never heard of actually. Hybrid frameworks like ONNX, Open Neural Network Exchange facilitate seamless transition between C++ and 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 Python to leverage the strengths of both languages. Interesting. If anyone knows about that, let me know. Also, the language role in C++ is very strong case for production environments is proven. It's been around for many decades. And obviously, TensorFlow, PyTorch keeps C++ in the forefront of machine learning and AI development. And blah, 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 blah. Anyways, I just want to put that out there. If you want to know more, uh, comment away. Also, just as a big mention here on the website, some big stuff has been happening. quantlabsnet.com now has a forum right there. Forum here, forum. You can join either one under forum, and you can contribute uh, quite a bit on topics like general discussion, trading questions, tech questions, and the like. And then, of course, if you're part of my membership, you get access to this one as well. We'll leave it at that. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.